my next guest. Well, she's been in countless movies and TV shows, The Ozark, The Truman Show, Love Actually, of course, and so many more. But now Laura Linney is back, starring alongside Kathy Bates and Dame Maggie Smith in The Miracle Club. Well, Laura joins me now. It's so good to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, what a beautiful film about relationships, you know, difficult relationships. Hard for you. You had to pretend to not like Maggie Smith. How do you do that?
I know. That was a challenge. That was a daily challenge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that must mean I would love to be a fly in the wall when the three of you were just like not working, but you know, preparing or just hanging out.
The three of us. Actually, the four of us as well.
Of
Aggie
course,
O'Casey, who's in this, is amazing as well, and we all had a very good time together.
I bet you did. Because it's throughout the ages, isn't it?
Yes.
And I love the attention to detail about Ireland in the 1960s, what you were wearing, the furnishings, you know, all of that, everything.
The designers on this film were particularly stellar, and they made all the difference in the world. I have a yellow coat that I get to wear that I particularly love. So
I love that coat.
It's little details like that. Precision can really up the game of things,
Where did you film it? Was it all in Ireland?
Right outside of Dublin, the entire thing.
Yes. Oh, how lovely. Did you get a chance at any time at all to see a little bit of Ireland?
Not much. Unfortunately, not much, but I had a wonderful time while I was there.
Well, that's all we see. Are you, looking at you, have you got Celtic sort of ancestors? Have you ever done that kind of thing? I thought that because you've got that look about you.
I
You know, that lovely look.
10% Irish from what they tell me, but very UK-based. Very, like,
so
I think 80% UK.
Interesting. I can tell. I can absolutely tell. And like I said, great cast. One thing you didn't have to do was to do the Irish accent because your character was, as she said, she's banished. She is banished. She has to go away.
And she rejects everything that has to do with her past.
Yes.
So it was an important decision that the director made, which I was very grateful for, that I did not have to try and impersonate a true Irish person, that I could bring my American spirit to the set. So.
It's a beautiful story. Now, obviously and sadly, we still have this strike going on.
Yes.
The actors' strike. Sorted out the writers' strike, kinda.
Yes.
But the actors' strike is on, which means we can talk about this movie. Of course we can. Because there are certain films we can talk about, particularly if they're independent movies we can talk about.
If a film has been granted what's called an interim agreement.
Right.
Now, the interim agreement is not a pass. It is not a waiver. What the interim agreement is actually an agreement between a small production company and SAG-AFTRA, my union, where there's an understanding, a mutual understanding, that those small companies will abide by what SAG is asking for.
I understand.
Consequently, they make that agreement, and then we are allowed to then promote those movies, particularly if they were made before the strike started.
Right.
So that's why I'm allowed to be here to talk about this movie.
Right.
And I'm not allowed to discuss anything that I've done otherwise.
There's so many things we want to talk to you about. You'll just have to come back. Can I talk to you? This is so strange how there's so many connections in the world. There's a connection between your little boy, well, your son, he's not so little, but your son, and a guest that we had on recently.
Yes.
Because you named your son, well, he's got his middle name after him, hasn't he?
That's right, that's right. Armistead Maupin is one of the most important people in my life. He's probably the best man I know. And consequently, I wanted my son to carry his spirit with him. So his middle name is Armistead.
How fantastic, because he was on talking to us about the Rock Hudson, amazing Rock Hudson
he has a lot to say about Rock Hudson.
He certainly does. And what, do you know what, a really brave man and a pioneer. You know, before, when people had to be closeted, when people couldn't come out, he was there.
No, absolutely.
He was a pioneer, wasn't he?
He is sort of the foundational touchstone of American gay literature. I mean, without him, it's hard to imagine just the extent of his influence and this warm, kind, cuddly teddy bear of a man. When he gets up and really gives a political speech for gay rights, it is fierce and precise and clear, and he's a remarkable human being.
And I know you worked together in Tales of the City.
Yes.
And that's why, I guess that's why he is so important to you.
Well, absolutely. We became great friends and sort of family, really. And I'm very, very jealous that he gets to live here now. But it gives me a good excuse to come over as much as I can.
You have to come over and see him.
Yes,
you have to come over and see him and do all these incredible things. Good luck with The Miracle Club.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful, beautiful film. And I think right now, More than ever, we need film, we need music, we need...
Art.
We do.
Art.
We do, don't we? We really do.
It connects and it heals.
No, it really does. Brings people together
Yeah.
instead of forcing them apart, as we have seen. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Lovely to be here.
And I knew you were
so
a Celt. I knew there was Celticness there.
There
The
is.
Miracle Club is out in cinemas. It's out right now.